Come on, Trump. Let's just hear him talk. You know, the crowd is loud, so I don't know if the volume is going to be right, but we'll go for it. Like right now, it's loud. You probably can't hear the loudness. Everybody's cheering. Yay. I just want to see him do his point.
And we will prosecute those involved in California's depraved new laws that strip parents of parental rights. Can you believe?
Tell
Can
us.
you believe?
Tell us.
I
I
would have
believe.
thought that 10 years ago, if somebody got up and said, we will stop child sexual mutilation, people would say, is this guy crazy? Who would have? We have to stop it. It's going on at a level nobody, without parental rights. Or who would say that we will give parental rights over your children back to parents? Who would think that you would have to say, or that men in women's sports will not be allowed? Who would think? Can you imagine this?
That's what I'm saying.
You know, Brian Urlacher, the big football player, great football player from
He's
Chicago,
big.
massive guy, big, strong guy. He was a great Hall of Famer and everything. He played for Chicago.
54.
And I was with him a couple of months ago, and we were
What'd he say?
standing at my golf club in
What do you say?
Palos Verdes.
18 million, I know.
And he said, we're talking about things, and I looked at the size of this man, right? He's retired now, but a Hall of Fame career, top of the line guy, great player, but big. And my manager came over, Lily, she's fantastic. She's very small. She's the size of his leg, maybe.
Maybe.
And I took a picture of Lily and Brian Urlacher, and I said, we will not allow men in women's sports. And you see,
It's simple.
and you saw the other day they had a weightlifting deal going on, and
I seen it.
there's one young woman. She was so proud. Her parents were in the front row. She was going to break the record. They put a quarter of an ounce on each side of the thing. Stood for 18 years. And she got up and I don't want to imitate it because, you know,
Don't be
my
mean.
wife, the first lady, hates when I do this. She said,
Don't be
it's
mean.
not presidential. I said, yeah, but people like it. Sure.
It's true.
She-
That's a relationship right there. That's a truth,
My
people.
great first lady. She'll say, I love your speech today because it's all over the place. Look at the fake news back there.
The crowds are
Yeah,
getting
my
out.
ratings. You know, we outdid the debates in the ratings again. I made my speech to the UAW and we got better ratings than they did, but no, she said it's
I
not
believe you.
presidential, and I understand. She has two things, that, and she doesn't like when I dance a little bit to the music. That's not. And they say I have a problem. Everybody wants it. They're screaming, dance, dance. But I'm great first lady. And she doesn't like when I talk about the swimmer either, but maybe I'll do it because this is a little bit, you know, this is a special group. So these are Republicans that have been screwed for years in California. You deserve a little entertainment, right?
For real. You don't see what's going on in California, yo? It's wild out there. So
So-
bent over doing drugs. They don't even stop.
So they put the weights on the end, little tiny things like a little nothing, quarter of an ounce. And she gets up, oh, and her parents are so proud. Ah,
If I knew how to edit, I'd put that on the screen.
she's almost there. Ah. Boom, couldn't do it. Then this guy who recently transitioned, he gets over the weights, looks at him. They
Hold
say,
on. Just not to cut them off, you know, and be rude. We got men going into prisons that are female prisons, like transition men into the female prison, like 1,600 of them. You think I'm lying? I made a video.
you lifted before? No, I really haven't. She was a world champion, right? I haven't lifted too much, a little bit. I did it recreationally. Oh, good. So he gets over the same weights. Bing, boom, boom, bing, 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 bing. He broke the record like by 180 pounds. And then
Look it up.
we will
Fact
have
check them.
men and women's sports. These people are crazy. You know, I'm not a big fan of LeBron James, but I said this.
Tell us.
I would like to meet with LeBron, say, LeBron, I've decided I'm going to get out of the presidential business, get out of the real estate business. I'm going to become a basketball coach of women. And I'm going to get him and 4 or 5 other guys, you know, transition. And we are going to have the greatest basketball team in history. We will be undefeated forever.
In both NBA and WNBA.
The legendary John Wooden into just on the last string. No, it's just crazy. The swimmer, remember championship swimmer? She wanted to break the record. She was going to do it. She looks left. And these are people, they've been, athletes, they've been sort of at a top level. They're sort of competing with the same guys. One of the PGA Tour guys said, yeah, I played with him when he was 6. I played with him when he was 10, 12. They're just a certain elite group of people. And played with him all my life. And now they're on the senior tour. They're still playing against each other. Same thing with other sports. And she looks left and she sees all of these young ladies that she's been swimming against for years. She looks right and she sees it, but then she looks
Right?
over here and there's this huge guy with a wings. I say with a wingspan somewhat larger than Wilt the Still Chamberlain. You know,
Oh, he's long.
the biggest
You know what I mean?
wingspan
Get it
anybody's
on
ever
the
seen.
long.
7'2". But she sees this guy and she said, "Oh wow!" And I tell the story. It's a very sad story. She was seriously injured. You heard about this, right? You know what happened to her? She got injured with windburn because this guy went by her so fast that the wind gave her horrible, horrible burns. They took her to the hospital, but she'll make it. She'll be all right. So much for the record. He
Bring
finished the
Trump
race
back.
and he went to lunch, and as the other girl swam in, he was going to lunch. He said, "Let me go to lunch while I'm waiting for them to come in." Now, how ridiculous. And you know what? It's very demeaning to women. It really is. It's ridiculous. Very demeaning. The state of California has no right to take children away from their parents
No.
and sterilize them. They take them away, sterilize them. Can you believe this?
It's
I will stop it immediately. All of that crazy stuff will be stopped. I will protect you. I will protect parents and their rights, and we will have them make decisions for their children. They are going to be making the
their
decision.
children. Yeah.
I,
That's why, look, Democrats, you had the whole 4 years with Biden. All you had to do, close the border and not let boys and girls sports, boys in the bathroom. That's a different. I don't want to talk about that right now. But you messed up. You see, we found out you've been lying. Biden and the TV, a lot of people be lying. All I'm saying is I go to judiciary hearings, oversight committee hearings. I hear each individual person talk over years. And there's a common theme. Maybe you should check it out.